I am delighted once again, our viewers, to welcome you back to our channel, Alfonso the Rothschild Tutorials. In our last video, we discussed a statistical table analyzing the population change in citizens aged 65 and above in 3 European countries, namely Canada, Germany, and the UK. That table measured the percentage change in the population of elderly people within this age bracket in the period 1998 to the year 2000, but with an estimated growth, an estimated rise in the population of these elderly people for the year 2030. In our video at the moment, we have an orderly report based on that statistical table. The report is written in the manner required by the IELTS examining authority. Let us take a look at the caption of our report. It says, a model report on the statistical table. A model report on the statistical table that we discussed in our immediate previous video. There are a number of salient points that we need to note about writing the IELTS Tax 1 report. 1. This report has a word count of approximately 150 words. And then the candidate has 20 minutes within which to write the report. Thirdly, the report, by convention, all IELTS writers use the tabular form of paragraphing, what we refer to as the block paragraphing. The indented paragraph is also acceptable, but it is just a tradition that most IELTS examiners use the block paragraphing and the candidates follow suit. The fourth point to be noted is that the first paragraph of your report should be a paraphrase of the basic information on which the economic model you are analyzing is based. For instance, the economic model we are analyzing, a statistical table, is on a percentage growth of the population of citizens aged 65 and above in 3 countries, Canada, Germany, and the UK, over the period 1998 to the year 2000, with a predicted value for the year 2030. That is the basic information on which this IELTS tabular report is based. Now, as an IELTS report writer, you are expected to paraphrase that information as the intro, that is the first paragraph of your report. To begin with, this is the question that tells us what to do. It says, summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons where relevant. That means that the report is a summary of the information contained in the table. It is not a detailed account of the data contained in the table, but a summary. That's why we are told to summarize the information. By doing what? Selecting. We have to select and report only the main features, and then make comparisons where relevant. I would like us to understand this very well before we go on. Now, a summary requires providing relevant details taken from an original version of information while leaving out all the details that are unnecessary. To do this very well, we need to learn how to group values. In this case, the extreme values are grouped together. That is, the values that tend towards being the highest are grouped and discussed together, while the values that tend towards being the lowest or the lower are also grouped and discussed together. It is a skill that you need to imbibe as an IELTS report writer. And in this report, we are going to showcase all of this. Now let us take a look at our initial paragraph. This is the intro, which is a summary of the information, the basic information on which the tabular analysis is based. It says the table provides information on the proportion of the population who are 65 years and above in the three countries of Canada, Germany, and the UK in 1998, 2000, and an estimated percentage value for the year 2030. This is a paraphrase of the basic information on which the statistical table is based. Now, after this first paragraph, the second paragraph is called the intro. It's called the overview. I beg your pardon. It is called the overview. It is called the overview or an overall because it discusses what can be seen on the economic model, that is the statistical table, at a glance without having to quote figures. It tells us which values are rising, which values are falling, which values are intermediate, without having to attach figures to these. Take a look at the second paragraph. It says, seen from an overall standpoint, the population of old people is estimated to grow in all three countries from 1998 to 2030. Now that is a grouping of values which I pointed out earlier on. That first sentence tells us that in all these three countries, something similar will happen between the year 1998 to the year 2030. The population of people aged 65 and above is estimated to grow in all these countries. That is a grouping of values. Because the values are similar, they are grouped together. Then it continues. The greatest proportion of old people was in Germany, and this will continue to be the highest in 2030, while in the same period, the UK recorded the lowest percentage growth in this segment of the population. Now, this is a comparison. It says, make comparisons where relevant. We are told that the greatest rise in the population of elderly people aged 65 and above took place in Germany between 1998 and the year 2000. And it is expected to continue to rise, to continue to be the highest, even up to the year 2030. Compared to Germany, the population aged 65 and above in the UK remained at an all-time low within this period. It didn't grow as such. Now, that is the overview. Now, what do we notice from this overview? There is no mention of the population of Canada. That's because the population of Canada is an intermediate value in this report. It is somewhere between the highest value and the lowest value. The highest value is recorded by Germany, while the lowest value is recorded by the UK. So Canada is between these two. So there is no mention of Canada. That is information that is not relevant in this case. because it is already obvious. Now, we are going to take the proper analysis that will now include values, and that will be in our third paragraph. third paragraph says, between 1998 and 2000, the population of Asian people of 65 and above in Canada and Germany recorded a 5% increase from 16.32% to 20.65% and 20.45% to 25.32% respectively. The same age bracket in the UK, however, remained at just below 15% in the period. At this moment, we can now write the final paragraph of our report. You have no doubt noted the obvious comparison of figures that is contained in this third paragraph, with the figure for Canada and Germany discussed together, which is a grouping of data, a grouping of values, and that of the UK mentioned last, comparing its low figure to the high figure of Germany and Canada. And so, in our final paragraph, the conclusion we have, it is expected that all three countries will record a 5.5% growth in the population of this elderly segment of this population, in the population of this elderly segment of this population in 2030. For Canada and Germany, the population will peak at 26.35% and 30.42% respectively, while for the UK, the new optimum figure will be 20.35%. And so, my treasured viewer, we have now come to the end of our analysis. Please leave your comments on the comment section and tell us what you think we can do to improve our videos, to make our class better understood by you. And by way of an appeal, please give a thumbs up to this video, like this video, and subscribe to this channel so that you can encourage us to provide you with more videos of this nature. In our next class, we'll still be analyzing IELTS tables. So we'll have our statistical analysis, tabular statistical analysis, or a statistical table 2. That will be our next class, where we will measure another value or another set of data in a statistical format. If you have learned something from today's class, please like this video. Give us a thumbs up. Tell us that you appreciate the efforts we are making to get you understand IELTS English better than you had always done. That is our goal, to help you have the highest possible grade possible, that the highest possible grade available in your IELTS examination. Thank you, as I expect